The Merchant and the Book Agent by Anonymous from The Wit and Humor of America, Volume 6. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Rosie. The Merchant and the Book Agent by Anonymous. A book agent importuned James Watson, a rich merchant living a few miles out of the city, until he bought a book, the Early Christian Martyrs. Mr. Watson didn't want the book, but he bought it to get rid of the agent. Then, taking it under his arm, he started for the train which takes him to his office in the city. Mr. Watson hadn't been gone long before Mrs. Watson came home from a neighbor's. The book agent saw her, and went in and persuaded the wife to buy a copy of the book. She was ignorant of the fact that her husband had bought the same book in the morning. When Mr. Watson came back in the evening, he met his wife with a cheery smile as he said, "Well, my dear, how have you enjoyed yourself today? Well, I hope." "Oh, yes. Had an early caller this morning." "Ah, and who was she?" "It wasn't a she at all. It was a gentleman, a book agent." "A what?" "A book agent. And to get rid of his importuning I bought his book, the Early Christian Martyrs. See, here it is," she exclaimed, advancing toward her husband. "I don't want to see it," said Watson, frowning terribly. "Why, husband?" asked his wife. "Because that rascally book agent sold me the same book this morning. Now we've got two copies of the same book, two copies of the Early Christian Martyrs, and— But, husband, we can't—" "No, we can't either," interrupted Mr. Watson. "The man is off on the train before this. Confound it, I could kill the fellow. Why, there he goes to the depot now," said Mrs. Watson, pointing out of the window at the retreating form of the book agent, making for the train. "But it's too late to catch him, and I'm not dressed. I've taken off my boots, and—" Just then Mr. Stevens, a neighbor of Mr. Watson, drove by, when Mr. Watson pounded on the window pane in a frantic manner, almost frightening the horse. "Here, Stevens," he shouted, "you're hitched up. Won't you run your horse down to the train and hold that book agent till I come? Run, catch him now." "All right," said Mr. Stevens, whipping up his horse and tearing down the road. Mr. Stevens reached the train just as the conductor shouted, "All aboard?" "Book agent," he yelled as the book agent stepped on the train. "Book agent, hold on. Mr. Watson wants to see you." "Watson? Watson wants to see me?" repeated the seemingly puzzled book agent. "Oh, I know what he wants. He wants to buy one of my books, but I can't miss the train to sell it to him." "If that's all he wants, I can pay for it and take it back to him. How much is it?" $2 for the Early Christian Martyrs," said the book agent, as he reached for the money and passed the book out of the car window. Just then Mr. Watson arrived, puffing and blowing in his shirt sleeves. As he saw the train pull out, he was too full for utterance. "Well, I got it for you," said Stevens. "Just got it, and that's all." "Got what?" yelled Watson. "Why, I got the book, Early Christian Martyrs, and paid—" "By the great guns!" moaned Watson, as he placed his hands to his brow and swooned right in the middle of the street. End of The Merchant and the Book Agent. Recording by Rosie.